sponsored by Amarada, the energy company.
It's going to stay mostly dry with a few sunny intervals today, but there'll also be the chance of a few showers during this afternoon. Temperatures will rise to 11 Celsius, that's 52 Fahrenheit. Tonight, any showers will die away to leave most places dry with clear spells. Temperatures are expected to drop to 2 Celsius with a ground frost in places. Tomorrow will be mainly dry and bright with some sunshine. Temperatures will be up on today's, reaching 12 Celsius, that's 54 in Fahrenheit. And that's the Carlton weather.
For a more detailed 5-day outlook, call Weather Update, sponsored by Amarada.
A second adventure.
Stand still!
A second chance. Dennis Lawson, Robert Lindsay, Joanne Griffith, Hornblower, November 18th.
Welcome back. We've got...
Carlton Weather is sponsored by Amarada, the energy company.
Good afternoon. Well, skies stayed brighter than expected for longer than expected this morning, but the cloud has arrived now, and for the rest of the day, it's going to be mostly cloudy with just 1 or 2 showers around. You can see on the satellite picture where the cloud came from after a bright start here in the southeast this morning. This cloud has been washing in from the west as the day's worn on, and there are 1 or 2 thicker patches in there that will produce an odd shower perhaps this afternoon, but nowhere is going to get a soaking. I think for many of us it's going to stay mostly dry. 1 or 2 brief sunny spells still to come, but always the risk of a shower. And freshening winds, quite strong southwest winds, mean temperatures of 10 and 11 are going to feel quite chilly. And then tonight the showers will clear away, some clearing skies, temperatures down to again around 3 or 4, so a cold night. A better day though tomorrow, some sunny spells and generally dry. Here's the summary.
For a more detailed 5-day outlook, call Weather Update, sponsored by Amarada.
At 1:30, Jerry Springer meets the godfather of soul, James Brown, and you can join him here on Carlton in an hour. Now the time is 12:30.
Weather is sponsored by Amarada, the energy company.
Hello again. After a fairly sunny morning, the cloud's been building up in the last few hours. We could well get a shower out of this cloud, but it's all going to melt away again through this evening and overnight. So a clear night, quite a cold one as well. No frost, I don't think, tonight, but temperatures down to around 3 in places, and certainly a cold feel to the night because of the moderate west winds. But tomorrow, a fairly good day, some clouds certainly at times, but quite a few sunny spells as well. Only 1 or 2 brief, well-scattered showers, back up to around 12 in the afternoon. That's 54. Here's a summary.
For a more detailed 5-day outlook, call Weather Update, sponsored by Amarada.
Saturday, groove with the stars as the Bee Gees give an audience. Their hit songs and their story.
What are your memories of being the Bee Gees down under?
Living on the beach. Never in a house on the beach.
Special guests, Boy's Own.
It's only words.
Celine Dion.
Where did you get that distinctive vocal? Good swift kick in the right place.
The magic of the Bee Gees.
Been singing all night.
An audience, Saturday, 5 to 9 on ITV.
Looking ahead to this evening, there's medical drama as the paramedics face a mountain of bureaucracy. Picking up the pieces is tonight at 9 o'clock. Back to this morning now, and time for the latest news with Tim Wilcox at ITN.
Interest rates are expected to fall again today when the Bank of England Monetary Policy Committee announces its monthly ruling. Last month's cut of 0.25% was met with disappointment by manufacturers and unions. A woman swept 50 miles out to sea by Hurricane Mitch has been picked up by a Royal Navy helicopter after 6 days in the water. Isabella Ariola was found clinging to some wreckage. She's being treated for hypothermia in the sickbay in HMS Sheffield, but is otherwise reported to be well. The fugitive Saudi millionaire Osama bin Laden has been indicted by a federal grand jury in Manhattan in connection with August's bombings of US embassies in East Africa. The explosions killed more than 250 people, including 12 Americans, and injured more than 5,000 in Nairobi. The US State Department has offered a $5 million reward for the arrest of bin Laden, who faces the death penalty if convicted. A report out today from the National Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Children says that youngsters in children's homes are still victims of serious physical and sexual abuse. The charity says it's receiving new allegations each month. Children claim they're being attacked, thrown against walls, raped or being the subject of pornographic pictures. That's it. I'll be back with the morning news at 5:30.
And after the morning news at 6 o'clock, we join the team at GMTV. But now on ITV, news on your favourite programmes with the night screen.
Weather is sponsored by Amarada, the energy company.
Hello again. Had a few showers hanging on stubbornly this evening, but they're gradually dying away now, and as skies clear overnight, temperatures are going to fall quite sharply. Enough breeze, I think, to stop them falling below freezing, but even if they get down to 3 and 4 degrees, it's going to feel pretty chilly overnight tonight. A good day tomorrow, though. A lot of dry weather, a lot of sunny spells around as well. A moderate breeze in from the west or southwest, nothing too windy, and temperatures on the way up through tomorrow, up to around 13 in the afternoon. That's about 55. As the winds turn more southwesterly during the afternoon, we might just see a shower coming into the south and west of the region, but apart from that, it's going to stay fine and dry. And then through the weekend, some windy weather coming our way, but always mild, as you see. 16 perhaps on Sunday, 61. Good night.
For a more detailed 5-day outlook, call Weather Update, sponsored by Amarada.
Travel Update in association with Business Pages.
Hello, good evening. Lots of bonfire displays taking place over the next few days, which will mean extra traffic in various areas, including Barking Park, Enfield Town Park, Blackheath, Alexandra Palace and Battersea Park. Too many to mention them all here. If you are going to an event, best to use public transport. In Croydon, watch out for ongoing roadworks on the High Street at the junction of George Street. And a couple of events that may produce extra traffic. Firstly, the Food Lovers Fair, with 50 specialist food producers and cookery demonstrations. And on Saturday at Earl's Court, there's a dog show with over 180 pedigree breeds. Finally, on Sunday, there'll be various road closures around the Westminster area for the Remembrance Day service. That's it from me. Good night.
Travel Update with Business Pages, helping you to work.
Are the wheels beginning to come off the Labour Party's spin machine? Thursday Night Live debates next.
Your champagne, Mr. Burnside.
Thank you. You're sitting in seat 2A. I wonder who'll be sitting next to you in seat 2B.
Your seat, sir.
Hey.
Thank you. Good evening.
Good evening. It's Henry Kissinger. Ready for a good chat?
When the day's been a struggle, new Prima Milano pasta melt creates a fresh, delicious meal in no time at all. Simply spoon onto hot pasta and let it melt in. To enjoy the taste of ripe tomatoes with fragrant basil. New Prima Milano pasta melt. Just melt into pasta.
Is image and money the be-all and end-all?
Some of the happiest people I know are the richest people I know.
I spend about £200 a month on clothes and shoes put together.
Is vanity a motive for obsession?
It's got to be pretty to actually have a boyfriend.
I'd rather die than be seen out in something I look awful in.
I don't care about my body.
Teen Spirit, Tuesday, 10:40 on ITV.
Now in Carlton, Nikki Campbell and Andrew Neil present Thursday Night Live.
Hello there once again. Tonight with clear skies with some mist and fog patches floating around. Temperatures dipping to as low as 3 degrees, so touches of ground frost in some sheltered places. Now we're going to tomorrow morning in a dry, fine, bright note, plenty of sunshine around. I'm afraid it doesn't last. By about lunchtime the cloud starts bubbling up and we have a couple of scattered showers around along with an increasing wind. A quick look ahead and a fairly wet day on Sunday, especially the afternoon. Ditto Monday, dry and bright on Tuesday. Good night.
Some people believe that silk shirts, fast cars, and big guns make you more attractive to the opposite sex.
I thought maybe you were gay.
Image is nothing. The law is everything.
We are police officers.
Obey the law.
Put the gun down and give me a pack of tropical fruit bubblicious.
Bad Boys, Sunday at 10 on 4.
What does the future hold for a multiracial London? The big question next as we count down to the millennium.
What happens when playwrights pick on real people? Well, if you see Tony Blair in town tonight, tell him we'll find out in Theatreland at 11:20 on ITV.
Keeping an eye on London towards 2000, here's Trevor Phillips.
This year, London has witnessed the trauma of the Stephen Lawrence inquiry. A reminder, if one were needed, that as we stand on the threshold of a new millennium, there is still some distance to go before London comes to terms with its multiracial population. Tonight, an audience of Londoners confronts Sir Paul Condon, Commissioner of the Metropolitan Police, Margaret Hodge, the Equal Opportunities and Employment Minister, and Sir Herman Ouseley, Chairman of the Commission for Racial Equality. We'll be asking, how can the most multi-ethnic city in Europe find a place for all its people?
Hello again. Well, not a great day in the London region today, but it could have been worse. A lot of rain to the south of us today, and now we're seeing some showery outbreaks coming from west to east across the region overnight tonight. Temperatures down to around 3 or 4 at lowest. And then tomorrow, another mostly cloudy day, slightly better chance, I think, of 1 or 2 sunny spells, but still the risk of a few showers as well, so it's pretty mixed, but bright at times, temperatures struggling up to around 9 or 10. And then on Sunday, there will be some sunny spells around on Sunday, but not until we get rid of some early rain. And again, it's a cold day, 7 or 8. Good night.
Hello, you know I'm the last person to use a 4-letter word, but snow is in the air. I'm sorry about that. Quite chilly this afternoon. We had some sleet, perhaps some snow showers. Most of that clearing away for tonight. Lows around about 3 Celsius. Tomorrow morning starting off sunny, but you know it's not going to end that way. Already clouding over in eastern parts of the region. Wintry showers likely, particularly in the east. And temperatures, well, single figures tomorrow. That's it. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Turkey with lashings of lager, and freshen the veg with a dash of vodka. Stir the gravy with a gallon of Guinness. You think I'm joking? So, if you want to know how it's really done, join me, Keith Floyd. Christmas cookery can be fun, exciting and simple. So indulge, enjoy, and make this your most fabulous Christmas ever. Cheers.
Hi. This was the one day.
Why don't you come up around 7? Catch up on a little business.
Tom Sanders.
To see that. Any horrible weather? Well, that's concentrated in the eastern part of the region. Perhaps some wintry showers there. Most of us dry and cold. Temperatures around about 7 or 8 Celsius. We might just scrape a 9. That's 48 Fahrenheit. But feeling even colder in a chilly northwesterly wind. And tonight, well, cold and frosty. Again, any dodgy weather in the eastern part of the region. I'll see you later. Have a good Sunday. Bye-bye.
LWT Weather was in association with On Digital.
After the break, the lunchtime news from ITN with Katie Derham.
Hello again. It's a bitterly cold night out there. Temperatures hovering at or below freezing. A penetrating frost if you add on that wind, and certainly there will be a white start tomorrow, especially to the south and east of London. So a cold day, but a bright one. Some hazy sunshine, a little bit of cloud, but it will stay dry just about everywhere. Temperatures, though, struggling. 5 to 7 Celsius at best. 7 is 45, and the outlook staying cold, but mostly dry. Here's a summary.
TV. With Granada, you can have anything.